Hello, co-workers. How is everyone doing tonight? Started a little late, but thank you all for waiting. Hi, Medic. Hi, Ito Girl. Hi, Lily. Hi, Vampire Neko. I think there's some car issues. Oof. Hope everything's good. Especially after your house flooding last week, right, Medic? Hopefully that's taken care of. Hopefully Azul will be benevolent. I hope so too. Fingers crossed. The streamer he's watched got him early. See, odds look really good. Ooh, I hope so too, because I did try polling for him on the JP server before, and I couldn't get him. So I'm like, just now that he's on EN, I have to take my shot again. But I don't want to jinx myself, you know? I don't want to be like the one person that doesn't get him now after all this. Hey, Dragonheart, welcome. Got Overblot Azul in the first 10 poll. Man, he's been showing up for a couple of people. Oh, I hope that's a good sign. Doing alright, aside from issues. Our battery prematurely died and other stuff. Oof, yeah, that sounds rough. Hopefully those issues will be resolved as painlessly as possible for you. Oh, got him in 20. That's pretty good. I don't know about pulling him. It's OB Malleus. Maybe go max speed. Oh, hi, George. A trauma still there. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to spend on him today. I want to do 30 pulls. I might go a little over. I don't think I have enough to hit pity though. Because I have only really, if I went all in, I only really have enough to do 5 pulls. Trying to hit Azul here. Why did pulls? Even though I hate him. I feel like he'll specifically show up for people who don't want to pull for him. This is probably, there's been like, that's at least 2 people I know who are like, don't necessarily want Azul, just took their chances, and then he shows up anyways. Or maybe, you know, if he comes home enough, you'll learn to love him. You'll learn to embrace him in your heart. Happy I got 80 and Jamil, because they were the ones I wanted. Oh yeah, for the other Overblot cards. I'm trying to think, did I even get any of the Overblots? I feel like on the JP side, I only really tried for Idia. I think I got Idia, but I didn't get Overblot Azul. Only pulling for Azul, because Ian got the 4.5 and he dropped. Ah, yeah. I saw where all of the Dream cards are getting re-released, and I am really tempted, because there's still so many I couldn't get, but I'm like, I really don't have enough to go around for all of the cards I really want. Trying to hate that Soldier. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Sooner or later, he'll swindle himself into the crevices of your heart. Looking at his arm, he certainly has some strong arms. Yeah, it's really funny because it's just like, you know, how Silver has like really muscular forearms in some art, and then his Bright is like really scrawny. And in this case, Azul's got like, yeah, really muscular arms here in his Overblot. Which is funny, because I guess his Bright doesn't really show off those arms. Like, he looks pretty noodly in his Overblot sprite. So I'm like, what's the truth here? I do believe that he does have some good arm strength for sure. I think like Azul, we make fun of Azul in PE class, but that's because he's got 0 stamina and like really poor hand, foot, eye coordination. Like that's why he sucks at PE. But in terms of overall grip and arm strength, like he's pretty strong in that department. I need to get Callum's card. He didn't come the last time. Oh, which one? Like Sultan Callum? Because I'm like, I haven't got any of Callum's cards. One day I will actually get a Callum event card coming home to me. Voltum arm, so that tight grip for being Octopus Merman, yeah. I like his Overblot form, or his Octomer form. And I really liked especially the colors in this card itself too. All the blues and purple hues just go so well together. Looks so nice. I think stamina is his one true weakness, yeah. He's got good magic. Got physical strength overall. He's just really bad at, like, basically running. Stamina and, like, basically, like, dancing, which makes sense. I'm like, he's only learned to use his legs in, like, 2 years. You can't really blame him too much. Like, even Jade kind of struggles with, like, learning how human leg work. It's just Floyd was exception, but Floyd's just like an unconventional genius who just like this boy didn't walk on land, he started like running and doing backflips and parkour. So Floyd's just an exception. Imagine like learning how to use legs for the first time. It's not pretty. Yeah, he's handsome. He can be pretty handsome. I remember Azul trying to chase after Jack, who's chasing Floyd. He's so out of breath. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the stamina for it. But I'm like, he's gotta have some. He's probably really good at arm wrestling though. But I think about it, I'm like, yeah, he's good at. So he'd probably be very good at arm wrestling. And like, I don't know, maybe doing like the pull-ups, if he can pull his own weight up. Let's see, what do I have here? Okay, so I have 2 10-fold keys, and I've got 944 gems overall. So that is, yeah, that basically puts me at 5 pulls. Which I'm like, oof. I hope I don't need to go that far. Arm wrestling and other things. Maybe maybe he gives good bear hugs. Maybe he's also just good at, like, I don't know, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you know, where you gotta like wrestle people on the ground. But anyways, I don't want to spend too much time staring at the arms, where I could be, you know, actually pulling for them instead. Let's do a first 10-fold. We'll see. I hope he'll be nice. Hopefully my volume's okay. Wish me luck. Oh man, 1 feather. Okay, not off to a good start. Azul's not shy for being praised, right? If not, I'll keep going. I feel like he probably enjoys getting like praise. I mean, he like literally will like compliment a bunch of other people. He'll like hype other people up, especially Jamil and Vil. He really likes hyping them up a lot. Okay, that's just the art card. Art cards. I'll give him praise. Hazel, you're such a jerk. You deserve to be grilled. Like, come on. Oh, I do not have enough money to do money slaps right now. I'm sorry. I cannot pull the same move twice. I cannot money slap him. I can only hope. Entice him or threaten him. I don't know. The strategy varies per each gacha pull. Sometimes we threaten them when they come home. Other times we just bribe them until they actually answer the call. Get lost in his... Nagarius, get lost in his cloudy quartz eyes, teased with that beauty mark. That handsome, luscious hair that just seems to fold in waves. This is such a min roll. That was such a min roll. Only one SR card. That was Jax, Labora. Yeah, there was like... Surprisingly, there was not as much Octagonal. Usually I get a bunch of random Octagonal SRs or R cards. But it was just one R card of Azul. And like, yeah, just one SR. Oof. That is definitely a min roll. Okay, maybe first 10 pulls are a little too ambitious there. Okay, we'll keep going. Continue trying. His eyes and you, his birthmark is gross. Nah, those are his Moe points. Those are his charm points. He's got those beautiful blue eyes. Actually, it's a blue. They're like bluish gray. I've always been trying to figure out his exact eye color. They seem to be like a bluish grayish color. You both receive mercy. Because for me, the rest of 2026 is packed, yeah. I'm a little scared because I want to save for Halloween. So. Hi, Magic Star! We just did our first 10 pull, which was a min roll. As you can see, there was literally nothing here to really write home about. There's only one SR card, not even a Azul card. His blue topaz eyes. That's an interesting description. Actually, I know that for Twist, let me do another poll. The Twist characters actually do have official eye and hair color. I don't remember the exact description, but all of them have a specific color with like eyes and hair. That was really interesting. I think it was written in the art, in one of the Twisted Wonderland art books or art guides. I think blue topaz. Let's say aquamarine. Aquamarine is more of an icy blue. Yeah, his is more grayish, right? What to do, Azul? I don't want to offer you my kidneys or anything. I can't offer you my home either, you know? It's not like I can give Ramshackle up. But we can reach some sort of compromise here. How about instead of me just signing over and giving you the house, you just come into Ramshackle with me? Then technically, it would also be your home. You just have to move in. You just have to move in. Alright, Yana said sky blue. Ooh. Overblot Azul's eyes are literally glow an icy blue. Yeah, maybe they're just like... Maybe their eye color does change in their Overblot. Sure, you can offer up your home. You just need a set of rings. Yeah, that's all you need, you know, you just sign a contract and then you just move in. All that's needed down is a pair of rings there. Like what you say, think of all the rooms in Ramshackle that could be utilized. All the privacy that you wouldn't get in the dorm. I'm like, I don't know why, like, I'm just like promoting Ramshackle now like a real estate agent. Have you considered looking into this property? We have what I assume to be a 5-bath, 10-bedroom establishment. We got 2 floors, a lot of square feet there, a large backyard that could be utilized if you want to put a pool in. Just, you know, sign here. Oh man, what is with the hearts of you? Yeah. That's like almost, is that like... Yeah, we just Hearts of Beal cast minus Deuce showing up. Another min roll though. This time it just as our labware tray. Man. And then like the 1 R card Jade. I think all the wedding talks is bring home the hearts, boys. Because switch strategies. Yeah, I do not need I don't need more Hearts of Beale, okay? Love you guys, but I do not need more of Hearts of Beale. I got enough. I am content. You know the wedding. Oh. Just curious, how are you and Azul doing in Tomodachi Life? Oh my god. Okay. Alright guys. Update on Koa, like whoever Koa and the Azul in Tomodachi Life. So I forget where we left off. They did get married. I don't know when was the last time I streamed it, what part of the relationship they were at. But anyways, so they did get married. And they were married for like a month or so. And then I didn't play Tomodachi Life for a bit. And then last week I logged in just to check in on them, see how they were doing. And then it turns out that they divorced while I was away. So they ended up divorcing and became like ex-spouses, and things were really awkward between them because they wouldn't talk to each other. And like every time I tried to get them to talk to each other, they're like, oh, it's like too awkward. Eventually though, they decide that like they did want to like talk to each other, and they finally started talking to each other. And Azul was like, oh, I miss her, I want to get back together. So he basically confessed again. This would have been his third confession now. And then on his third confession, so he confessed again, and now they're like dating again. So literally they have gone full circle back to square one. So they got married, divorced, and now they're dating again. So it's been an absolute roller coaster. I'm like, why are you guys doing this to yourselves? Meanwhile, all the other pairs, actually I don't have that many pairs on the island, everyone else is doing peachy keen, okay? I don't know how, but Idia and Jade are still together. I don't even do anything. They're still like perfectly happily married somehow. And then Cater and Silver end up getting married, so good for them, I guess. So literally the only I don't know what it is, but yeah, Azul and Koa are just having like the most like soap opera like drama happening in their whole relationship. The only one who's like still fumbling is Ace, because Ace confessed to Deuce like, I want to say 4 times, and he's been turned down by Deuce like 4 times. So he has been struck out 4 out of 4 times. So poor Ace is still working on it. Yeah, that is like the worst fumble of the island. So yeah, that's essentially the update on the Tomodachi Life. I pop in and out because I haven't been playing it that much, but some of them are doing fine, others are just still struggling along. I was trying to get like Callum and Ruggy together, but then somehow like they stopped developing a crush on each other and just became friends again. I'm like, what is happening? Alright, let me do... Okay, I've used up my keys. I used up my keys now, so I guess I'm going to start using gems. Okay, if he's not going to come home with 10-fold keys, let's see if some actual hard gems will bring him here. Because Azul, I don't want to play this game with you, okay? We've already been through this song and dance in Tomodachi Life. My god, that relationship was a... It was a slow burn. It was painful. And then when they finally got together, they separated. And now they're together again. I was like, do not put me through this again. Poor Ace. Yeah, he's dedicated though. It's so funny. I think it's because Deuce has a crush on Callum in the game, and he won't give up on his crush. Which is kind of amazing, because usually if you leave your Miis alone, some of them will just like fall out of their crush or fall out of love. But for some reason, Deuce decided he's gonna just keep crushing on Callum really strong, and then Ace has just been like doing really poorly on every single confession. I was like, yeah, I think in terms of the only other pair really is, yeah, Edie and Jade are surprisingly still together. Oh, hey, Floyd. And then, yeah, Kaden and Silver got married. It just somehow happened. The Jamil tried to butt in during the post-divorce confession. Here's the thing. I didn't even see the divorce happen. I just like opened up my game and they were already divorced. But no, no one came in the middle of like the confession when they actually got back together again. It would have been funny though, and also really frustrating if someone interrupted. But thankfully, no. I haven't checked in on them since last week, so maybe I just need to check in on them again and see how they're doing. Oh my god, just no Azul. I love how the SR is just Floyd. We got Floyd here. All my rolls have been min rolls so far. That is 30 pulls. I'm like, I want to go all in on this. It's gonna be really bad, but I'm like, I want to get this Azul card. Okay, what provokes Azul? I mean, like, I think he's just like, I mean, he's sensitive about his past. But like, I don't want to bring it up. That's basically just being bullying in a bad way and not in a good way. Azul, I will burn your business report papers if you don't come home. Summer time to stay in and just sleep. Yes. That sounds like a good relaxing time. I don't bully his past. We're calling it cute. Yeah, let's say be like, I don't know, we'll pull out all the baby photos of you as a little chubby octopus back when you were a kid. I'll print out a copy for every single student at NRC. They're gonna see your little baby octopus cheeks. They're gonna see how cute you were. How rotund your childhood form was, but it was very adorable. All the fried chicken and foods that you enjoy and have your heart's content. I'll go and find where your mother is. I'll ask her for even more photos. I will print out even more copies and post them around the school. I will personally mail them to Jade and Floyd. I will also mail some copies to Jade and Floyd's mother, to Georgina. Because I'm sure Georgina would also love to have a couple of copies as well. I feel like Georgina would love to see baby photos of Azul. She seems like the type. I feel she'd be like, "Aw, what a darling. So sweet." So it'll be everyone. It's not just the students. It'll be the students' parents. It'll be the students' relatives. Apple's grandmother will also have a copy. I'll send them to every single person I know. Even Jamil's sister. So if you don't come, well, Jade force feeds you mushrooms. All the enoki mushrooms, all the shiitake mushrooms, nothing but mushrooms in Monster Lounge. No, he hates his past. Why is there 2 Sebex? I'll probably treasure the photo. I think as I get older, I'm just sentimental kid photos. Yeah. It's cute when you look back, you're like, at your own child photos too. Oh my god, what is the Ponfiore? In this roll here? Come get your fried chicken! Fried chicken, croquettes, chicken tenders. My god. It's just SR Ponfiore. Why are there 3 Sebex? Oh, okay. Just randomly 3 Sebex here. No signs of Azul. I haven't even gotten a single Azul SR card. What is this? Karage, fried octopus legs, fried eel, takoyaki. And that donut Azul ate in Rocky's dream. Specifically that donut. I mean, he seemed to like it. As soon as he was like, what? 0 calories? Move aside. I want one. I don't know, start listing up every fried chicken item we know. You're talking about Chubby Azul on Pop Fury. I thought I came to defend him. I would expect Sebek to be the last person to come defend him, to be honest. Like, Sebek, you have 0 weight in this. A super top heavy donut. I saw a donut today, actually, in a grocery store. That was like, I can only describe it as like a Simpsons donut. You know, where it's just like, imagine a donut with like really fluorescent pink and like sprinkles on it. That was that donut. It looked like a donut that would like Homer Simpson would eat. And I was like, wow, this thing looks deadly. I can only imagine the amount of calories packed in it just looking at it. It feels very, what I can say, American. I'm like, this is a donut you'd only see in like North America. Nobody cares about no one besides those in his dorm, or specifically his king. Oh yeah, like Waka-sama above all else. Okay, let's see. Oof. All right, I did 40 pulls. This is the last one, you guys. I cannot afford any more after this. One more 10 pull. This is literally me going for broke. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna brace myself. I don't know. I gotta list off every fried chicken item I know. I don't know if chicken sandwich, chubby chicken burger, popcorn chicken, chicken tenders, chicken nuggets from every single. I don't know, like chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Karage, Taiwanese popcorn chicken, chicken katsu, cutlets. I'm like, come on, man. I don't know what fried chicken you want, or even actually that's probably fried pork. Fried pork too. But you know, it's all good. I do love me some croquettes. I'm manifesting. Channeling energy to pull Overblot Azul. Come on. All the delicious foods. All the contracts to be signed. All the business ventures we can think of. Talk about the business plans and proposals. I was like, I don't know what else I can do. You sign a contract. I will work at Monster Lounge. That offer still stands. Hire me! I'm employable. Read my resume. Alright, I will even write a cover letter. Yes, that's right, a cover letter in this day and age. If you just, I'll work in Monster Lounge. I'll even do a shift for free. Floyd. No. Why is that just getting like the twills? Can you give the message to Azul to like show up instead? Like, jeez. Help. Help me. Where is Azul? Freaking ghosting me. Oh my god. Why is it 3 Malleus this time? It was 3 Sebeks before. Now it's Sebek and 3 Malleus's. Great. We couldn't get Azul, but we got like Waka-sama in his place. Oh god. That's just how it is. You want my Overblot Azul card? Yes, please. Please give it to me. I have nothing left. I have been robbed. You gotta break the mirror. Take away Azul's chicken. This is reports. Everything makes him happy. Yeah, just everything. Burn down your entire office. Yeah, okay, that was rough. It was 50 pulls! Nothing! Not even a single Azul SR. None. I got 2 single keys, okay. I don't know. I can't do anything with that. I'm like, oh, I'm already, yeah, I'm halfway there. I don't have any more spare. I can't even hit pity. So I'm kind of stuck here. Doggy agrees. The one single bark. But I mean, I don't know if I can scrounge up enough for another 50 pulls. I don't think so. I think this is all I can afford for now. But it is incredibly frustrating because I have not been able to get this card even on the JP server. At least I respect everyone, unlike Sepik. Yeah, I don't know. Sepik, I mean, Diasomnia and Heartspiel showed up in the polls. Even the Tweels. But yeah, there's no signs. No signs of him. He just, like, doesn't want to show up. But I don't know, I feel like it's just like, it's just your standard desire sensor, right? It's like, oh, if you're not really into the character, you'll like pull him like right away. But if you're like, or like, you try hard to like get him, like you won't get him. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I think this is where I'm going to be sitting at, essentially. I don't have any more keys. I don't think I'm going to pull anymore. Which I'm like, ah, that's so frustrating. He's available until like the end of like the 20th, June 20. So I don't know. Maybe I can like scrounge up some extra pulls before the banner ends. I think, yeah, in terms of summons, I'm just gonna let it sit there for now. Where you can get him. Yeah, I mean, I have embraced it. I have accepted it. Cause like, it is an eternal curse. Cause I know Little Bean probably got him. I'm pretty sure she did get him. Because that's like a running joke at this point, that she always gets Azul at like literally the first like 10 or 20 pulls. And then it seems like he has been generous with some people. But I want to believe I am just like what you call the conductor, or like I am like literally that lightning rod that just like absorbs all the bad pulls so that everyone else can have good pulls. So hopefully this means that for anyone that's now gonna pull, okay, if you guys want to pull for Azul, do it right now. Okay, I have absorbed the bad energies, so you're left with the good energies. So now you can like coast off of like, you know, the coattails or the windfall, and you can try it. So try it now. If you want to pull for him, do it right now. Do it right now when this banner is still fresh. And who knows, you can get him then. Hopefully you get him off stream later. Yeah. Maybe it could be the whole camera shy thing. Like, if it's like, oh, if I'm not recording, then he'll like show off screen. Did you go to NRC exams for tokens? Yeah, I did get exchanged the exam tokens for the keys. So I already got those this month. Love Bean did get him early, my ad. Yep. What did I say? I'm like she definitely gets him, because I don't know what it is. Like Azul comes to her account like so often. It's actually really funny at this point. It's okay. I was like, I feel like this has also happened in other gacha games too. If I like we do probably polls in like a group. I don't know if you guys ever actually tried doing gacha polls in a group with your friends. You all just like poll at the same time and see who gets what. Because it's really funny when you get the one person who like takes one for a team, and then like they go first and poll. But for now he's camera shy. Yeah, maybe he's a little shy for now, which is ironic considering this guy loves being in the spotlight so much that he has his own portable spotlight that he carries around with him that just randomly shines during like random story events in general. But I still got a chance. It's until the end of the month. I'll take another stab. But I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think about what's next because I'm not going to be pulling for the other Overblots because I only really wanted Idia and Azul, which I don't think I got Idia either. I don't know. Ian has been pretty rough on me, to be honest. Like, I find I consistently just haven't gotten as many SSRs on the EN server as I do compared to JP. Like, both have like really, there's been like rough gacha banners on both servers, but overall I think like I've gotten better luck on JP server. So I don't know if it's just like my EN account specifically or conspiracy theory that the percentages or odds are somehow lower on EN. But really, I think it's just because we get less time to save, right? There's like there were so many banners that get released in such a short time. It's less time to save as a free to play, which then means like there's less odds of being able to pull it. Now I'm trying to think of what any other upcoming banners I'd want to pull on. Because I knew Overblot Azul was gonna come out this month. I don't know if they're gonna really put Overblot Leona right after or wait a month. I feel like August would be a good time for Portfest rerun if they do decide to do it, because Portfest hasn't gotten one. I don't remember. So I would assume probably more MasterChef, maybe a Portfest rerun next month. I don't know if they want to put Overblot Leona or space it out an extra month because, you know, give some more time. I'm still hoping they will release, you know, book 8, but it seems like they're really kind of holding back or waiting maybe for more of book 8 to accumulate before we start going into it. Ah yes, Scully for sure. Scully is one that I want to get, so that's for sure. So August, September. So let's say he comes around October. That gives me like 3 months to try and save to pull Scully. I was not able to get him on JP, so I really want to try getting him on EN if I can help it. So I'm definitely saving for Scully. But I don't think there's anyone else actually at this moment I can think of that that I want to save up for. Because we've already gone through most of the events. Because now, like, JP only had the Great Mouse Detective just recently. So I don't know if we'll jump into that soon. But yeah, really, if I think about it, we're basically, like, are we done all the club cards? We are in JP, but I forget if we went through all the clubs already in EN. We did Equestrian Club, right? So I don't remember actually where we are, the club lineup for the English server, because we're definitely done the clubs on the JP side. I do feel like 4.5 Annie was a weight dropped. Yeah, I feel like they haven't really been releasing any new content. It's just been a lot of reruns and then more banners. Yeah, like just more rerun banners. Like that is true. I'm like, do I want to try and pull for like Dawn Knight Armor Silver or General Lilia or even the Cerberus Gear Ortho? I really like those cards. I wasn't able to get them, so I Earlier we have Ian and Bill back to back. Yeah, Ian just does weird things. Film club. Okay. No, we need Bill and Orville still before that riddle jockey. Okay. Okay, yeah, so yeah, aside from the rerun banners, I only really want Scully. Then, as far as I know. Because I'm really trying to think if there's any other future SSRs. But honestly, no. Yeah, really, it's just... So I could just be like... Because I've tried to get as much as I can, pull for Overblot Azul, and then the rest is literally like... Gully summoning funds from now until October. Heard of banner batches in 4.5 shared pity. Oh. Definitely catered and silver. Oh, in the different batches. That sucks. I used all my 310 keys, I still don't have it. I am sorry to hear, Joshua. That is rough. Really pretty. Those are really pretty cards. How to get silver. That was my first SSR of silver. Yeah. Because, like, really, I don't own any event silvers, and I don't own any event callums. Like, those are literally the two I feel like, I literally wanted their SSRs and just, like, couldn't get them. Still elusive to this day. That's on, like, both servers, too. I'm gonna get them when they were released, so I want to try again. But I still save for the Scully. Yeah, I really like Scully. I couldn't get him on JP, so I do want to get him on, like, the EN side. Like, I think I've already used up all my gift cards. My Google Play cards, I think, Cat. I used them. Oh, on my end, Joshua, I put 50 pulls in and I am flushed out for the time being. I've only got 44 gems now to my name and 0 10-fold keys. That's where I am stuck at, which I am also mentally battling in my head whether I want to actually just buy gems to pull for him. And, like, weighing what else I'm going to be pulling for later this year, which is just Scully, to be honest. Because on JP is always like, ooh, never know what's coming up on JP, but I am thinking, unless, you know, I'm curious if they'll decide to start releasing banners for RSA, then I might be like, yeah, I might be tempted then, but I don't think there's anything on my immediate radar on that end. Oh, I got to go. Good night. Good evening, good morning. Okay, thanks for dropping in, Lily. Have a good night. I may break my free-to-play streak on Twist. Just to do the 4.5 anti-banner. Hi, Cassandra! Welcome! We're just kind of chatting now. I did 50 polls and I did not get Azul. Spoiler alert. Or more like, that's basically the tea. Are you stopping here or are you going to continue? I'm thinking. I am mentally battling myself in my head. I'm like, do I buy more gems here? Do I try to save up? Because there isn't really anything else I plan on pulling for later. I was thinking about doing it anyways, because Halloween Cater seems to be a card I can only hope to buy now. That's true. If it's like a really old banner, I guess you get a limited chance. My main account to game, I only try to get Idia, Lily, and Jamil's card. But in the second account, I'll try to get anyone. I am always like very biased for my favorites, so I only collect my favorites on both the English and Japanese server. But then there's some There's been times where I just literally get nothing both times. I feel like that's been kind of recently though, where I'm not really getting anything that's like new. But I haven't really been pulling that much in general. The only Overblot card I have is Malleus. Leona is low-key tempting. Yeah, I don't know if they'll have Leona next month, or maybe the month after. Knows. I'm also still waiting to hear on like season 2. I'm like, when is season 2 of Twist gonna come out? Cause I'm like, when did we? It feels like so long ago when Hearts of Steel anime came out. Right? It came out in October, didn't it? Thinking about it, I'm like, the Hearts of Steel anime, wasn't that literally like end of October last year? November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So it's been 9 months. It's been 9 months since the Hearts of Steel anime. So I'm curious when they'll release season 2. If it's gonna be maybe October again of this year. The last that I was aware of, it was in production. They were working on the score or like the music for the anime, and then that's it. That's all I know. I'm waiting for Ace's birthday and New Year's. Okay, at least it's just like a couple of months to save up. Maybe next year. But they'll see something in the fall. Yeah, I feel like, you know, maybe if they released it in October, maybe you know they did like October last year and then do one in the fall again this year. That'd be kind of cool. Or, you know, for now I'll kind of benchmark it at like 2027, early 2027, until we hear anything more recent. But it's really funny because I'm like, God, at this rate, it's gonna be like another 10 years before we get to see Diasomnia animated. If the Hearts of Steel anime came out last year, we're still waiting on like the book 2 this year. I'm like, geez, it's literally gonna be like 10 years before we see the entirety of Diasomnia. If they even be able to reach that point. Twist is gonna be like having a 20th anniversary at that point. Because I'm curious how the Savannah Claw arc is in the novel and manga compared to the game. Funny enough, all 3 are actually different. Because the protagonist in the Savannah Claw manga is different from the protagonist in the novel. So Twist has so many different variations, but it looks like they follow the manga protagonist. It would have been kind of interesting if they decide to use the novel protagonist. I can be patient. Book 7 would be a long season anyways. Yeah, it could be insane the amount of chapters it was. Diasomnia would be like 500 episodes on its own. They'll do a speed run of it. They'll like cut it in half. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. It feels like it's gonna be like a decade away. But then again, you know, yesterday was the 20th anniversary for Axis Powers Hetalia. I'm like, it's been 20 years. I am feeling so old. I'm like, 20th anniversary for Hetalia. I'm like, no, it was not that long ago. Please don't say that. Say it ain't so. But it is still growing. It is still like has like a lot of fans in the JP side. A lot of people still love Hetalia in Japan. Actually, I am still quite fond of it. It was I really actually like the series quite a bit. And it's kind of interesting they still make merchandise actually of the series. But I don't know if I don't think they have any new anime. But they still making merchandise, and they still do like collab cafes once in a while. Oh yeah, did you end up seeing the rest of the announced cast for Sparklink? Yeah, I was underwhelmed, I have to say. I saw the first group, I think like Upbeats or wherever, where they like made a boy band out of Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and like Chip and Dale. It was okay. I wasn't like, oh my god, yeah, that's like totally Goofy and Donald and Mickey. Like, it wasn't like that. I was like, they just looked like they were normal dudes who just, like, I don't know, they were Disney bounding or something. That's what it felt like. It just felt like a bunch of guys Disney bounding the characters rather than I'm like getting the vibe of the characters themselves. So, but the next one is going to be Monsters Inc. And it's going to be a 3-person group. So there's Mike, Sally, and honestly, I don't know who the third guy is, because that person's color was yellow. I'm like, I don't know who this is supposed to be. Actually, I wonder if I can start. Hold on, I want to see. I want to start pulling up. I know this is no longer Twist related, but it is still kind of Disney related, so I want to see it. Spark. Gosh, I forget the name of it. I'm just trying to find the photos. I need to like find some good images. I was like, where is it? Where's the teaser? Probably on Twitter. Spark Link. I can't even spell this right. Spark Link. Let's hold up. I gotta find this. I do kind of want to show it to people. Because it feels like a counterpart almost to Twisted Wonderland, but not at the same time. Mike Sully. Maybe the Slug Lady? Could you imagine the Slug Lady becoming an idol? No, it was yellow. She was definitely yellow. Wait, the workers? Yeah, I wonder. It's gotta be maybe one of the other monsters. What do you all think this year's Halloween event will be? Ooh, I hope, please, give me Captain Hook. I beg you. It has been years since I've been asking for this. For so long. So I'm like, please, just give me a Peter Pan event at this point. Just give me. I just want my Captain Hook. But I feel now that I wanted Captain Hook for so long, if he turns out to be like bad, like in terms of like his design, I would actually be so upset. But at the same time, I believe in Yana's character design. So I'm sure he'll turn out pretty interesting regardless. But the possibility is never zero of it just like being bad. I was kind of like on the oh crap, I forget his name. It's basically Oogie Boogie. But at least he still kind of has like the essence of Oogie Boogie, so I'm like, okay. But other than that, like all of the other Twist designs have like been pretty good. Okay, I am trying to get onto Twitter and I cannot. So I try to find some good pictures of Disney Sparklink. I'm like, where on earth is the official site? I have a feeling the Halloween event would make Swing playable. Yeah, I feel like it makes sense. It'd be kind of weird if Swing wasn't playable. Yeah, that was his name. I forgot his name. Swing. Swing is Oogie Boogie, yeah. So Swing, I feel like yeah, you maybe have a banner for him. But when I think about it, yeah, that makes sense. Cause like, why would the other characters from other Halloween events get something and not him? So let's see if I can find the actual characters on the goddamn official site. Jeez. God forbid I can actually find anything anywhere. Oh no, actually the official website hasn't even updated properly. Okay, so literally everything's on Twitter. I'm like, oh, I don't want to go on Twitter. I don't want to do that. I want a Rook hometown event at some point. Oh yeah, I want to see that too. I do want to see where the hell Rook actually lives. I want to see at least one of his family members because I need to know they're real. Both Appleville had their reruns. Oh yeah, that's right. They also both had hometown events. Or hometown-ish events. It's like I do want to have a hometown event with Rook. I think it'd be cool if Halloween features Sam. Oh yeah. Now that I think about it, Sam hasn't had a card yet. He's like the last teacher who still hasn't had a staff banner. But I do want Sam. Now that I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I would pull for Sam. I want to meet his mother. I want to meet the woman who birthed that special man. I'm like, Rook, I need to see your family. I want to know if they're just as weird as he is, or if he's just a one weirdo in his family and everyone else is just normal. Or if his entire family is just kind of weirdly crazy and, you know, it's just... everyone's just like that. They're just like that. I'm trying to see what else we got here. So, sorry, I'm still trying to look up the. I'm trying to show you a photo with the entire cast together. Sparkling. Okay, I think I have something here. Okay, I'm gonna save this photo. I'll save this photo. Hold on. Actually, don't know if you're gonna see that. Properties. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna flashback everyone. There we go! Oh my god, that took a while to set up. Okay. That is amazing. Yeah, so that's the teaser for the next Spark Link group here. So I'm like, okay, clearly this is like Sully, that's like Mike, and then yeah, no clue who this yellow guy is supposed to be. No clue. That's what I say. I'm like, I don't know who that person is. Dance furniture was in his exam event too. He's just a tease. Yeah, I'm like, why don't you just release him already? I'm surprised that they spaced him out this long. Brooke has 5 siblings. Yeah, he's got a big family. He is like a middle child. I think he's got like 2 or 3 older siblings. I think there's like 2 older siblings. The rest are the younger ones. So I'm like, that's crazy. He got so many siblings. His family's huge. I'm like, I don't know. I think they're all gonna be like eccentric. They all gotta be like this weird, like eccentric family. Maybe they travel around a lot or something. Maybe they're like hippies. I have no clue. They gotta be rich too. They own like so many villas. It's like one. But yeah, I want to see at least like one of his family members. Whether it's whether his parents or any of his siblings. I'll take anyone at this point. Like we still don't, like, we still barely know anything about him. I have 4 siblings. Oh, I think like that's still a pretty big family. But I'm like 6 kids is kind of crazy if you think about it. Or maybe I'm just like 6 children in this economy? Get out. Yeah, teleporters for government approval. I don't know. I think his parents are just like eccentric scientists or researchers, maybe. Maybe they're like the Thornberry family or something like that. Maybe they're just like going around. Rook, tell us about your family. Honestly, Rook, tell us anything about yourself. Literally know nothing about this guy. I only have my younger brother, and most days he's enough. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Like just the one sibling. So it's like that's why it's like I always find it fascinating to see like the really huge families, because usually I'm just like, oh yeah, like I wouldn't say like maybe in my grandparents' time it was common to have a lot more children, like much bigger families, but now it's, you don't really see, there's not as much I see. Do we even know his hair color? We barely know about. We know that what his favorite food is. I don't know if he even has a favorite color. I bet if you asked him, he'll probably say all colors are beautiful in their own way and have their own unique charm. Therefore, he can't ever pick a favorite color. So I think that I feel like he doesn't have one. He has a favorite food though. And then we know that he sucks at playing instruments. He can't play the trumpet for shit. Or the French horn. I forget. I think it was a Port Fest was like a French horn. But anyways, he can't play instruments. He sucks at it. Brooke is probably from an affluent family. He knows some upper class etiquette, but his sense of fashion used to be super casual. Family's really relaxed about stuff. I feel like they're like, in my mind, his family are like the Thornberries, okay? Except rich. They're rich, they're eccentric, they are super involved in whether their hobbies or jobs or research or whatever, and they just travel all around the world. That's why I think. I'm gonna go to bed. Work really tired you out. Okay, Dragon. Hope you had a good day at work and rest up for the rest of the week. Have a good rest. Never touched an instrument. That's interesting for a child, likely from affluency. Yeah, I'm surprised too, you know. I'm surprised that like I guess he was like, because he likes art, right? So, but we never seen his artwork. We know he's into photography. So I'm like, okay, he's into the arts in terms of watching performances. He likes art as subject, but we never actually seen his artwork. So I wonder what his painting, drawing skills are like. Oh, we've seen his art. Have we? I'm forgetting now. I remember there was like... we seen his portrait in art class. Oh. His bedroom for the home screen. Oh, the peeling wallpaper. Okay, his photography, I guess. I was thinking more of like if he works on like a canvas. Like some sort of canvas or watercolors or something. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm like, yeah, he's into photography. Can't play any instruments. No idea if he works with any physical media, or like terms of artwork. And I guess he can sing because he was one of the members for BDC, so he's got to be able to sing. I think that's about it, right? You just can't play an instrument. But he do other stuff. Like photography, I guess. It counts as artwork. It is so sad. Paint me like one of your French girls line popped in my head. I feel like that line has gotta been said at some point. Like, ooh, Monsieur Rook, paint me like one of your French girls. I'm sure you're not the first person who's thought about that. But I think in one of the twists, like gag mangas, like the anthology, they did have a comic of him drawing like a self-portrait, or like he did actually draw a portrait, but it's not canon, so there's no way I could ever say that, even just. I'd be laughing too much. You just gotta like really put your real heart and soul into saying that line, into delivering that line. That's one thing. I'm still debating. I'm like, oh, temptation is so real. I'm fighting over it. I had think about it still. How much would it be for feel like I'm trying to calculate how much it would be for. I need another 5 pulls or 50 pulls. I feel like I don't think I'd even be able to afford the 50 pulls, even if I bought like the highest package. What was it? What was it? It cost me 100-ish. It'd be 109.99 for 1,200. 3, 4, 6. Yeah. It will only really give me 40 pulls. Like guaranteed, and then yeah, so even if I did buy the highest package, I only be able to get 40 pulls out of it. I won't even be able to hit pity. And I have to use like single keys all the way there, I suppose. I decided to try Infinity Nikki again. My feed has been full of lads Discord. What did I do? If anything shouldn't be Nikki, no. The lads Discourse has been ongoing for a while now. Are you pulling on the rerun banners this month? I kinda want to. I kinda want to pull on the reruns, but I don't really have anything to for them right now. There's 17 days left, yeah. Still confused about the lads Discourse. Oh, I could probably give you my best rundown of it. It's been kind of crazy. Because it will be nice. I'm hoping. Because I'm like, if I buy the package now, I'll only be able to do 40 polls, and then I can scrounge up like the last 10 poll essentially. But that would piss me off so bad if I had to like scrounge up to the last gem to be able to get it. Never touched Lads. See, I'm getting videos of it. It's a game I am playing. I mean, like, Lads, they do a heavy marketing. How do you feel about buying a daily poll for 17 days? You know, it could be doable if I get the monthly pass too. That's true, because I haven't bought the monthly pass this month. Well, I need to get another play card, yeah. Okay. But, while I'm thinking about that, Lads Discourse, alright, I'll try to give my best TLDR on what is happening in Love and Deep Space. There's a lot of parts happening to it. To be honest, at this point, I can't even tell what's actually real fact and what people and rumors are saying online. So I'm just like thinking about it in terms of all of the information I've been seeing around. So from what I understand is that for a while now, there's actually been a bit of like discontent amongst the Lads players, because first of all, for Love and Deep Space, they barely update their main story. Like I feel like Caleb came out. When Caleb got released, there's like a bit of main story update, and then there was like, I feel like there was just nothing after that. So imagine a Twist got a main story drop like once a year, because that's what it felt like for me in Love and Deep Space. I really actually liked the main story. I wanted to keep playing it right up until it got too big for my phone, but they barely update their main story. That's the thing. So, and you know, they had the first 3 guys that came out, had their content and stuff, but then for the later guys like Silas and Caleb, they weren't getting as much content, or they were like expected to get the content to kind of like match the previous trio. And so fans, you know, of Silas and Caleb, they're like, okay, when are we getting this stuff? You know, main story hasn't really updated. We're supposed to get these, like, I don't know, myths or other things that are related to Silas and Caleb, and they were waiting for it, and they were like, okay, like, where is it? You know, we want the main stuff. And so there's already a little discontent there because of how the content that they were promised wasn't being delivered. And also, we can't forget that Info's gacha is quite predatory. And from what I understand, the gacha isn't quite nice. So it does, like, it's very hard for free to play. It's very money grubbing. It's pretty rough. If you like more than one guy, it is pretty rough for the gacha. I'm just like, I can't save up enough to pull in everyone's banners. Yeah, Killer was like neglected. Silas, yeah, and is also like really popular, but like they just weren't putting out the content fast enough. Like, we complain about, like, you know, there's a lot of dead months and stuff, but I feel like Lads is like, oh my god, like, where is your actual story? So there's that. Okay, that's like the simmer. That's when it all starts simmering. It's kind of simmering there. And so the people that are very vocal about any sort of dissent or they are the Chinese players. Okay, I'm gonna specifically target the Chinese players because I feel like they are literally the root of this problem. So Chinese players, they can be quite vocal about stuff they don't like or complaints about things. I think that's why over time they started showing less of MC. You hear less of her voice in the game because the Chinese players did not want to hear her. I suppose. So there's just that. Okay, now Infold decides they're gonna introduce like Valkyl, okay? Like, Valkyl did not come out of nowhere, okay? Like, there's no way this guy came out of nowhere. He was planned. Like, there has to be so much developing work that goes into designing his cards, his model, like, everything, right? He's supposed to slot in as the sixth guy, essentially. So, to me, he was never, like, rushed. Because some people complain, like, oh, he was rushed when he was released. I'm like, there's no way this guy was rushed. Like, there's too much work that goes in to this, to plan for everything, to complain that he's rushed. And yeah, so Valkyl gets announced. They're like, we're gonna release the 6th love interest, and that is when we start to that is when the problem starts. Okay, this is where it starts to snowball. Real quick, in the shop, do you see a $11.99 deal expiring in 17 hours? Don't think we can find paid and free gems and polling, right? Actually, the paid gems are the single summons. I can actually do that. I might be able to scrounge up. We'll see. We're gonna be desperate times after I finish my lads discourse, because I gotta sort out my facts in my head too. Yeah, 1,500 gems for 110 pull. That's insane. Like, Twist, yeah, has 300 pull, like 300 gems for 110 pull, but lads is like next level. And so Valkyl gets released, and a lot of the vocal Chinese players did not like him. They complained because point number one, they thought he was taking away content from the other guys like Silas and Kayla, who still haven't gotten the content that everyone's been waiting for. So a 6th guy felt like too much too soon, because hey, you know, why introduce a new guy when you haven't fed us for the other guys? Two, apparently some of them just didn't like the way Valkyl looked. They thought he looked ugly. They thought he looked like he was catered more to a Western audience. He did not meet the Chinese, I guess, standards in terms of looks. So they thought he was ugly. They didn't like him. Okay, I may be oversimplifying stuff, but that's what I hear, or the impression I got. They were just complaining because they didn't like the way he looked. They thought he didn't meet the Chinese Ikemen standards or whatever. So they were angry about that, and I guess like this is when they started to find ways to poke at Infold. So they were discontent. They didn't like the way he looked. They thought he was still taking the attention away from the other guys. But now the next part is that because, you know, of this, some people were taking advantage of the fact that there was like already some discontent happening. And they're like, we are going to attack Infold by complaining about stuff that the Chinese government would get involved in. So they were saying like, oh, in this one story thing, not even related to Valkyl, okay? I think it was like in one of Xavier's cards or myths or whatever, a story thing. There's like mentions of like a 731 unit, but that has like implications on this Japanese Imperial Army that did horrible things during like a war or something. So they were like really grasping for stuff there. But because of anything, I guess, involving that sort of like military war, especially like, I guess, Japanese war crimes or whatever, the Chinese government gets involved. So the Chinese government gets involved now, and then it's like, oh shit, well, now we gotta like do something because, you know, they're gonna get investigated. They're gonna get investigated here. So what do they do in response to all of this, with all the really unfounded complaints, to be honest, and the involvement of the Chinese government? Infold decides to announce that they will be canceling Valkyl. They decide that they sent out an entire message basically apologizing, saying that they were going to basically remove him, like just straight up cancel him before he even debuted in this case. And not only that, they also put in an extra line mentioning that they were no longer going to be creating any more love interest. So, like, they basically, they're like, okay, sorry guys, yeah, Valko's canceled, and we're not gonna create any more guys. Which, I mean, sparks a whole other discourse happening, because, you know, on the Western side, I guess people were pointing fingers at the Chinese players, and everyone is like, no one is happy, okay? At the end of this, no one is happy, because people who didn't like Valko are still gonna complain about other shit, and people who wanted Valko are super upset they're not gonna get him because they basically had so many marketing efforts and teasers, and then they just pulled the plug before any of that actually came to light. Which was also people complaining about his 4 years, and then next year was canceled. Yeah, people were just complaining about everything. Like, it was... Yeah, Valko looked like he belonged in the BL smut. I think people were really stretching. I think they were really grasping for straws, looking for every nitpicky detail that didn't appeal to them, to like just like essentially cancel him. Got so out of hand that some of these people would have to go to court to prove their claims. Yeah, actually, I think so. I think like, it turns out a lot of the people that complained about the 731 incident or wherever is now counts as slandered, and like their postings got taken down, and I think they're trying to bring them to court. Like, it is going like beyond just fandom on their internet. Outside to use in combat. I don't know about the story. Yeah, I feel like he would have been an interesting like addition to the cast. So it's kind of sad that he didn't even get a chance for him to be released so people can actually get to know him. Do you know about the 731 incident people will be talking about? I'm trying to best explain it but like everything I hear is like kind of secondhand. But from what I understand is that Unit 731 was like this part of this like Imperial Japanese army during like, I guess, you know, back when Japan was, I guess they were operating in like China in like the 1930s, so probably during the World War. And so they were essentially doing like warfare, like biological, like chemical kind of research. So they were like kidnapping a lot of Chinese civilians, people, doing horrific human experimentation, basically. Like, it's like insane stuff like that, of like basically war crimes of just human experimentation. So like horrible things. And you know, there's China and Japan has always had this like very like they have a lot of tension with each other, a lot of beef that's going on. So yeah, like this was horrific, like horrific war crime. And so like anytime something like that happens, or like being like brought up in like any sort of anime or game, Chinese government steps in. So that's why like the government was involved in this case. Wasn't also Info got review bombed? Yeah, I think like on the App Store they got review bombed hard, and it went down to like 1 or 2 stars. Apparently the street's saying there'll be an announcement tomorrow. Yeah, we're kind of like still wondering like, oh, is he going to be uncancelled, or are they gonna bring him back? Like, I hope they bring him back. It feels like a waste to just pull the plug on him. Goes to show you can't run your mouth about everything online. Yeah, seriously, it's crazy how out of hand it got. I think some made claims him suddenly showing up in the MC's room was problematic. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, so, like, this is what I mean by, like, they were just really grasping for straws. They're like, this is anti-women's safety, you know? He's climbing through her window. She didn't give her consent. He's, like, forcing himself into her home. But, like, I think I heard that specific scene was like after they already know each other, so they weren't like the MC and him weren't actually strangers. So a whole lot of speculation, considering like we never even actually got this card. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels like it's an overreach. I'm like, as if there weren't any problematic stuff that happened in like other Otome games or like other guys. On the kitchenette, it was claimed to be insensitive, Amicho or Abicho. Yeah, like it was like they were just finding every single thing. They're like, this is horrible. This is a reference to a horrific war crime. This is a murder incident that is a reference to that murder incident crime that is like insensitive, which I'm like, are you guys serious? I like Caleb, he's my main, but dude is a little pseudo incest trope. Yeah. He's Gaga. He is your Oni-san, your Oni-chan, basically. You're the big bro type. So, I mean, oh my guys, come on. You could argue that, I don't know, the other guys, Raphael can be possessive, I don't know, Xavier's a stalker, like, you can make up stuff for everyone. You could just literally call them out for, like, the most little things. But it's like, come on, guys. They are fictional characters. You have to realize that, right? I'm like, if the lads guys are getting canceled for these minor things, every guy in Twist would have been canceled by now. If you were to hold the same standards in Twisted Wonderland, every single character at NRC would have been canceled, like tenfold by this point. They're serious enough to go costing to win, and some of them are going to court. Yeah, this is like, it's like a case of fuck around and find out what happens when you try to like slander a company enough to get the government involved. Didn't Zane know MC before becoming a personal doctor? Yeah, that is like, what's it called? Isn't that a conflict of interest? They were like, they knew each other as kids, weren't they like neighbors or something? Caleb's too pretty. I like to joke that trope with Caleb doesn't work because I'm black. Come here, instinct. I mean, I find it so funny because I'm just like, I have been forged in the flames of problematic Otome games. I was around when Diabolic Lovers and Brothers Conflict were like the thing. So I'm like, I don't even blink an eye at this. But I guess like now times are different now. Brothers Conflict would have been cancelled if it ever came out today. Crazy as Caleb and Silas both got backlash when they debuted, but not to the extent of Valko. Yeah, I feel like Valko was just kind of like the camel and the straw on the camel's back. I think people are looking for an excuse to start basically to stir up something. I hate that I know so much because I happen to get buried in discourse. I mean, trying. I'm not even in the lads fandom. I don't even play lads, but somehow I know all the full breakdown of this discourse because I want to like look at fan art and I just get all of these like posts. Oh my god, that guy who reviewed Brothers Conflict is reviewing Diabolic Lovers too. I'll be honest with you. I don't trust a guy to review Otome games unless they are heavily into Otome. It's like hot take. But if you're someone who doesn't really play otome games, like if Love and Deep Space is your first and only otome game, I don't think you're authorized to be able to review other otome games. Like you have to be forged in the flames of Diabolic Lovers, Brothers Conflict, Utano Prince Sama, like I don't know, Ikemen Vampires, like the little most like kind of like mid otome games to then, you know, start getting to the good stuff. Caleb and MC grew up in the same house because they got adopted by grandma. Yeah, they're adoptive siblings. You can argue, yeah, they're not blood related. But I think they have the same core or something like that. I don't know. They're like, they've got like the same core inside them because, I don't know. Experimentations. Oh, hi, Caramel! Welcome to the stream! Funny enough, I stopped at 50 polls for Azul, and then we got into the topic of the Love and Deep Space discourse that's happening right now. So, we just started talking about otome games. I think it's kind of funny. Maybe not be a bad watch. I like Yui in Ayato's route for her trolling the sun. Okay. I refuse. I'll be honest with you. I have not touched Diabolic Lovers. It's not my thing, so I never bothered. But I've seen a lot of stuff for it. Oh look, a beautiful woman. Where? Oh, never condone incest or stand for it. But Caleb's a gray area. He's not really your brother. He's like your brother figures. Oh, and especially if you grew up in a culture where it's very normal to be like to call your, you know, like even your close family friend's brother or sister. It's a little different. Oh, the last thing, two of my friends play the game and they say it's the worst gacha along with Infinity Nikki. Yeah, we're talking about, yeah. Infinity Nikki was brought up, but I did say like the gacha for lads is quite horrendous. The guy's playing all the routes. Oh my god, he's more dedicated than I could be. Okay, alright, I'll give him credit there. I won't discount him then. He's braver than I am, playing all the routes. I'll give him that. I watched Diabolic Lovers when I first started getting into anime. I didn't know it was based on the game. But I remember hating the MC for being so weak and easy. It is, I think it's just frustrating. It's kind of like the same thing with the protagonist for Amnesia. If you ever seen like the Amnesia anime or played at the game Amnesia, it's kind of like the same degree of frustrating, except the MC in that one is an actual amnesiac. She's got no memories, but still it's kind of wild. He was a victim. We need to ask her father for sending her there. Yeah, he was the real scumbag. Diabolic Lovers has a game. Yeah, Diabolic Lovers has like more than one game. I swear they got at least 2 games. I think the anime's got like 2 seasons as well. I want to say they got at least like 2 seasons and 2 games that I'm aware of. But yeah, Diabolic Lovers started off as a game, then they made it into like an anime. Same with Brothers Conflict. Brothers Conflict has an anime, and Amnesia Memories also has one as well. The problem is that I find a lot of the otomes that get made into animes, they just don't hit the same. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the pacing, or some things are better enjoyed in a visual novel format. But the animes are really kind of lacking compared to playing the game yourself. BC has 2 games? Wait, Brothers Conflict has 2 games? Or is one a fan disc? Because they do like doing that, you know? It's kind of like make one game, the regular game, and then the fan disc is like almost like an expansion pack to the story. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I'm like, yeah, that's like that's kind of like, you know, the Otome game. So it's really funny to see like people start calling out, you know, Otome love interest as like problematic or red flags, when I'm just like, you guys have not seen true red flags. It's like it's fantasy for a reason, especially dark fantasy. It's like it is like that for a reason. I feel like Otome anime adaptations dumb down the MCs. They try to cram all the guys in 12 episodes or so. Yeah. Plus, like, a lot of the personality too depends on like the responses you give in the game, so it's really hard to give her a full personality, especially when the game is meant to be a self-insert. So she kind of ends up really bland, just like a nothing burger. I mean, try and translate to an anime protagonist. But I'm like, yeah, so it's really funny when people are really complaining about Balco being problematic and entering her balcony in her room without permission. I'm like, that is not to say that it's not. It's like, yes, you know, having a strange man coming into your home is indeed scary and it's like, no, it's a potentially life-threatening in real life. But in fiction, I'm like, aren't there so many media works out there where the guy, like, I don't know, climbs the girl's balcony or throws rocks at her window to like have like some midnight rendezvous? Balco can enter my room. Ah, the consent has been given. Like, there you go. Maybe that's what they are missing. They just need like a dialogue choice. It'd be like, do you consent to Balco climbing through your window through a balcony? And you could be like, yes or no. And we're like, alright guys, consensual. He's welcomed. He's invited. Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, like Romeo and Juliet, Rapunzel, and her prince. Exactly, right? Are we gonna start canceling Romeo? Are we still gonna start canceling the prince and Rapunzel? I mean, technically you could, I guess. I mean... but like, it's a little late now to try and start canceling Romeo. Like, he wasn't that problematic. Don't give them ideas. I swear, next time I log on to like Twitter, I'm gonna see like, I think Flynn should have been cancelled in Tangle because like what he did was kind of problematic. Honestly, people have just ignored the story branch and only play their mains. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why you need to cause a fuss about a new guy being introduced when literally you could play the game and not engage with that guy ever, because it's not like the guys really talk about each other or talk to each other. So if you never set him as like one of the guys on your main homepage and just never pull the cards and stuff, yeah, most of the time you're just never gonna need to interact with that guy. You think? I was like, I don't know. Sometimes some of these, it's really funny when, because like I'm so used to like receiving crumbs for like games or content that I enjoy. So people who play Love and Deep Space and are just like making all these complaints that to me just sounds like, oh no, my steak is too juicy, my lobster too buttery type complaints. Cause I'm like, yeah, there's 6 guys. That's like 6 hotties that you can interact with. Why are you complaining that there's more cake now at your table? You don't have to eat it, but it's cool that it's there. You honest to God, it could be that easy to be that rational. I'm sure. I don't know, it's really funny. There's like discourse for everything. it's just like inevitable, you know. It doesn't even matter what. If you get like enough of a group, there's always gonna be discourse for something, which I don't know. Sometimes is kind of funny. I won't lie. Like I don't really bother engaging with it, but sometimes I read some of the stuff and it's just really funny to me. I get that Caleb and Silas fans are neglected. No, that's where my line's drawn. Yeah, I was like, I think yes, they do deserve more content. I think, you know, there's some expectations that all the guys receive equal attention. So I do believe that yes, they do. They should get more content for them. But that doesn't mean that the sixth guy shouldn't exist at all. You know, we could have it all, everyone. We could have it all. We could get them to release more content for Silas and Caleb, and also get Valko. You know, it's just, especially when people who've been playing the game waiting for something new. It's like, here you go, a new person. Otherwise, it's like, cool, if they're canceling all future love interests forever, then, you know, at one point, people are gonna get bored if they're not gonna update the main story. I mean, Silas and Caleb, yes, the lack of content is annoying, but I don't want them to get more at the expense of an entire character getting written off, yeah. And I'm pretty sure Valko was supposed to be a foil to Raphael. I think so. That's what they kind of, it seems to imply. He was always supposed to be there. And, you know, especially now we have like 5 guys and we're supposed to have like a foil or a pair for each one. Hi, Gustina. Pulled for Azul today. Nothing. 23 pulls and 0 Azul cards. Oh my god. Yeah, I did not get him at 50 pulls. I'm still fighting whether I'm gonna buy any gems to pull for him. I don't know. But anyways, I'm at 50 pulls now. And I did not get a single Azul. Sadly. Info not being able to balance the existing guys currently, but pushing a new guy out does make me wary of some of this company. Yeah, I'm surprised Falco got X'd. I think they, I don't know. There's still a chance he might make a comeback. I hope he does. Be sure to take away his fried chicken or eat in front of him. Yeah, bad Azul. Now he's being mean. Dang, I'm still trying. I don't really want to buy gems. I did like 20 pulls or so. I'm gonna try Twist Tunes next. Yeah, try farming for all the gems. I'm just like, I really don't want to spend on it. So that's like, I gotta start scrounging up. Announcement could be coming up. Maybe it'll address Valko. I hope for the sake of everyone that Valko does get uncancelled. I think 6 allies would make it easier for info to split banners into trios instead of multi-banners with 6 cards. Yeah, that makes sense. If you do a 3x3 banner, that kind of evens out versus like how you're gonna rotate between, unless you put all 5 at once, which is insane, but then it's not an even number if you do like 3x2. One for Ojichiro, separate for Silas, Caleb, and Valko. I feel like that it makes sense. I feel like it should be an even number. You know, it'd be kind of interesting too if they just continue making new love interests. But they really do have to make sure not to neglect the older guys for sure. Yeah, I could get grind gems like grooving cards, getting to level 60. Yeah, I have to like start doing the grind. Get all the got all the gems for all my Twist Tunes and stuff. But yeah, it's always I feel like it's a hard balance because like you want to introduce more love interests so you can pull more players in who may be interested in different guys, and you know, also keeps content fresh because it's like, oh, a new character, you know, a new character to learn about, to slowly get to know. But, you know, yeah, you also want to make sure your OGs still get content for people that are like fans of them. I've been there since day one. Grinding Twistoons is the worst. I just like don't even play Twistoons anymore. I just honestly go into Twistoon, I press play, don't push a single button, and just wait for it to end, and that's like my clear. But when they're like, oh, get a great combo on easy or like medium, whatever, normal mode, I'm like, oh my god, I hate the stupid flick notes, which is why I've never fully completed the Dance of Wishes with tunes, because the stupid flicks, for some reason, I can never get my phone to register them properly. So the flick notes are the worst, followed by the stupid timer notes that you get in like Absolutely Beautiful. I'm just like, I cannot. I don't know, something just doesn't click with them. Not a fan. That's like a twist random banners with all the students at the same time. All the time. I mean, isn't that just a... That's just the standard showcase, right? Like, hey guys, you ever wanted to try a 1 in 22 chance gacha? You just pull on the standard showcase. I mean, we literally have that. It's like we have a banner with like literally every single student, and this is the real like test your luck. I hate the flick notes. Can't get a hang of them. Yeah, I don't know. My phone, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like my sweaty fingers or just the screen protector I have on them. It just never flicks it properly in time. Well, the great combo normal. Yeah. I have so many that are like, I haven't been able to fully complete because of that. I mean, yeah, it's, I mean, Twist has a pretty large cast, if you think about it, right? 22 students is actually quite a lot. But I feel like we have a relatively healthy rotation for some of them. Like, you know, a lot of these characters get their time to shine in certain main parts of the main story, and then in events we kind of rotate on who's going to be the event character, who's involved. There are some characters that get more shafted, I feel, like Trey and Rook, because I feel like Rook had like a lot of R cards at one point, and Trey, I feel like he doesn't really get that many SSRs either. I mean, I feel like there's probably one other person who just hasn't gotten an event card. But overall, I mean, we kind of do a rotation. But the more characters you have in a game, the harder it is to keep delivering content. Because then for Love and Deed Space, it's so very personal, right? It's like the guys are like super, like, a lot of content, a lot of like whatever story and interactions with them, so it's like they have to be consistently refined. Like, imagine if for every event in Halloween, instead of the 2-3 event SSRs, we got one for every single house warden or years. That'd be insane. You just never get what you want at that point. It's a constant like 1 in 7 chance. It's like pulling a blind box. Every single banner if that existed. That'd be wild. And I love Evo being hot-headed in the beginning of book 6. Rook's going, let's go too. Rook, you're taking us with you. Kirby by Mr. S. Good night, everyone. Okay. Yeah, so it's but I mean, like, there's a difference between Otome and Josei Muke, right? Josei Muke is what Twist is, and they have mainly interactions with each other, so it's okay, you know, we kind of rotate to characters and stuff. But I didn't realize I had 60 pulls in the standard. Wow, I had more pulls in the standard than I thought I did. Didn't even realize. That's kind of funny. 60 pulls and then 50 pulls here. But yeah, but it's like I feel like if Twist was wait, how do I get what is this one? One guaranteed SR plus. Oh, it's like a I guess is this a paid key? I actually didn't see this. But this is a tenfold key you can get for Azul. I'm like, wait, where do you get this? Is it from the campaign banner? Sorry, I gotta look into this first. I didn't realize there was a whole other banner. Oh, I could have gotten keys there. Oh shit, yeah, I didn't do the remix. Overblot tokens. His birthday token? No, where? Really coin? I already buy stuff? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm like, wait, what was that? Yeah, I don't have a key. 50. Yeah, I'm missing a dorm apple still. I'm like, wait, where does this tenfold key come from? Like, hold on, where do I get? I don't remember. I'm like, where do I get the keys for this? Is this a special banner? You need the tenfold set key. Oh, it's a gem store. Oh, you just have to buy it? Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Okay, I guess you can buy a tenfold key set. I just don't know why there is a specific one here. Check the details. Crafting, yeah, okay. That's God. I don't know where you get this tenfold set. It's in the paid gem section for like 800 gems. I think you get 3 tenfolds for Azul banner. Oh my god. Real? For reals? Hold on. Do I? Paid gem section. Because I didn't see it for specifically Azul, so I was like, huh. I think it gets in Sam's shop. Oh, okay. Let me take a look. So I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know this was a thing. Monthly stock. Then here. Yeah, I think that key is from a specific bundle of paid gems. Yeah, I'm looking for that bundle. I'm like, I'm probably just really blind. Or maybe it was like, was it a couple of days ago and I missed it? I feel like I probably missed it. Yeah, this is Fairy Gala Club. Yeah, I probably missed it then. Because they're not in the limited time shop. So confused. Precious gems? I was like, why would you have that bundle but then not be able for purchase? That's gonna bother me. Now I'm like, where do I find this? Hold on, gotta go look at my newsletter. Yeah, I'm like, what was there? Okay, event notes. The whole blot token shop. I thought it was available for duration of the banner. Like you bought gems and then buy the night. But it was a limited time offer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess maybe it expired. But that's what, but that makes weird. That's kind of weird considering the banner didn't even come out until today. Probably in the news somewhere. Coming. Limit time banner. Okay, where is? Let me look at the Anime Expo bundles. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I see the info. Which is... I think this is stupid. Why would you offer an Anime Expo bundle that has 3 10-fold sets for Azul's banner and then have it expire the day before his banner comes out? I think it should be, yeah, so it's expired. I'm like, that is so dumb. Why would you buy a bundle for a banner that hasn't even dropped yet? Like, why would you not at least have it for the first day of the banner? Because it's like, okay, cool, I could have bought this, but I can't because it expired. It can only be used in the merchants. Yeah, it's telling you only purchase it once. That's wild. I can't even buy this bundle set anymore. It expired. Okay. Well played, Aniplex. Well played. That's so unfair. I want to buy today because my grandparents gave me money. I want to spend on the bundle. Yeah, that is so dumb. Why would you make a bundle that expires a day before the actual banner drops? I don't know. That was a not a good move. I gotta go. It was nice to finally catch you live again. Okay, it was great to see you again, Cassandra. Till next time. Honestly, the bronze bundle was so horrible. Only paid gems included 10-fold key for so of course. You have to spend money to get the honey. This boy only wants cold hard gems. No freebies in there. But I would have bought the bundle if it was still available. So that is actually really disappointing that this bundle has already ended. Yeah, I made a free to play version. It's the greed. Yeah, that's kind of upsetting. I would have bought the bundle if if it was actually still available. Because to be honest, I thought it was just gonna be like a normal Anime Expo bundle. I didn't realize it actually had the Azul 10 keys in there. And it's also as well, I may have not bought it anyways, because why would I buy... If you think about it, okay, think about it. Let's say I wanted to pull on the Azul banner. Why on earth would I buy the bundle before the banner drops? Because what if I get him in 10 pulls? What if I bought the gold bundle and I got him in the first 10 pulls? But because I bought the bundle, I still have 2 more 10-fold keys. So it almost feels like a waste for the other 20 pulls if I get him in the first 10 pulls. So why on earth why buy it early when I can just pull, and if I don't get him, I'll just go and buy it. Right? it doesn't feel like a good investment if you buy 3 10-fold keys but you get him before 30 pulls. Like you will only really be worth it if you pulled him after 30 pulls or at 30 pulls. So I wouldn't have bought it anyways, because I'd be like, if I got him in like the first 10 pull, then I don't need the rest of the bundle. But now that I pulled him at 50 pulls and I still don't have him, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe I will buy the bundle now. But I will no longer do so because it's not available. So, I don't know. I don't make the business decisions here. But maybe I should. Not them be more greedy and Hoyoverse themselves. Yeah. Just tisk. I feel like the I will say, I feel like the English server is much greedier than the Japanese server. English server is much more intense. They run a lot more banners at the same time or rerun it. So it's like they constantly keep pushing out banners. So I'm like, guys, what are you doing? Like, why? You are milking these banners like you don't think Twist is going to last another 6 months or something, but I don't know. Someone's making decisions at Aniplex and it's not me, so I am still disappointed I can't buy them, but I'll have to settle, I guess, for just regular keys. But you know, that's leaving a bad taste in my mouth, so I don't think I'm actually gonna buy any more gems tonight because of that whole bundle thing. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna sleep on this and maybe I'll like think about pulling him before the banner ends. When adding the whole book 7 cards, it's actually very greedy. The fact that you're doing a rerun, like they're like, come on back guys, encore book 7. If you couldn't get the book 7 cards during the first time, which really felt like a bullet train that was happening, now you can try to pull them again because we want you to do more pulls at cash money. But a part of me is still like, oh, I do kind of want to pull for them because I couldn't get them the first time. But I think this is too much corporate greed for the night for me, which is funny because we're talking about Azul. Azul, the literal face of Twisted Wonderland capitalism. I'm sorry, Azul. 2 can play at this game. If you're gonna be hard to play, well, I will be as well. I will... Not for tonight anyways. Maybe I'll fold tomorrow. Just not tonight. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I still think this is really dumb. I'm like, I can still do the single summons for paid 10. And I have 2 keys left. But I do like to save up my key. I will do a single summon. 1 per day. Maybe just single summon. Like I want Riddle Sleepwear and the Tweels Merform. Yeah, I like the Tweels. They're I think I only got 1 of them. You need more to fall. Like, oh lols. I can't even do that summon. I didn't realize I only have 4 paid gems. I'm so I can't. What are you saying? I literally can't afford the free pay the paid gem summon because I only have 4. I need 6 more stones. Okay, never mind then. Can't even do the paid summon. I don't have enough paid gems for that. But yeah, I think I'll just have to call it a night. I think I will leave the gacha as is and pull him probably off screen. Hi, Cross Emerald. Yeah, welcome. Oh, it was I tried pulling for Azul. I went 50 pulls in. I used up all my resources and I did not get him. That is the summary of my evening. And then we just kind of chatted for the rest of the night. I was debating buying more gems, but then the Anime Expo bundles expired yesterday. So I'm like, I can't even buy the bundles. Pull on his banner. So that's where I'm at. And yeah, I went on a long tangent about Love and Deep Space. In the meantime, just talking about gacha in general. Gacha is really predatory these days. It's been a long day for work, so late. No worries. You're doing good work out there. So yeah, pat on the back for making it here. Hope we get Overblot Azul. As for me, I'll be saving for future banners. Yeah, good call. I mentioned earlier, I'm saving for Scully at this point. I don't think there's any other immediate banners I want to pull for, so it's gonna be Scully in October. Gachas are tempting. It's pretty crazy how a lot of game models are now just gacha. It's just like so many gacha games that come out. I hope you guys get the cards you want. I'll go now. Good night, y'all. Okay, thanks for dropping by, Caramel. See you next time. Good night, everyone. Even though I came late. Yeah, I guess like it's basically, I'm calling it for the night now. Basically spent half an hour pulling for Azul and then going on tangents for the rest of the stream. But it's always fun chatting with everyone. Guys ended my phone call. Yeah, I'm basically calling a night now. I won't be buying any gems tonight, but I probably might pull before the end of the month, before the banner's up. Just not for today. So, but yeah, I was saying it's like it's just good chatting with everyone, just talking about really random stuff, ranting about going off topic on off-topic rants there. But yeah, thank you all for joining me for tonight. Unfortunately, I did not get Azul. He has eluded me. I hope to get him off screen. And yeah, everyone, good luck on your gacha pulls if you're planning on pulling for Azul, or just keep on saving for the cards you want. I want to talk about the Hot Topic Twist merch, but another time. Oh yeah, I've been looking at those. We could talk about it. Got another stream on Thursday as well. So yep, I will see you all on Thursday. Hope you all have a good time at work, at school, rest up in between. Sorry for starting a tangent. No, I love going on tangents. I think this is like an excuse. This is like a excuse for me to go on a rant about stuff, and then you guys just like have to listen to me. But good night, everyone. I will see you on Thursday's stream. Until next time, then. This is Koa Mio clocking out for the night. Bye bye, everyone.